Matt Hampson could have been playing for England in the current Rugby World Cup if it wasn't for a cruel accident. Hampson was paralysed from the neck down during a training session 6 years ago. But as Lee Wellings reports, his response to this tragedy has been inspirational.
This could have been Matt Hampson's time. 26 years old and with a huge natural talent for rugby, he would have been at his peak during this World Cup. But just as his career was taking off, an accident on a rugby field left Matt permanently paralysed from the neck down. The accident happened 6.5 years ago during a training session for young England players. It was during a scrum, the most brutal and dangerous part of this sport, as 2 packs of 8 men collide and attempt to drive the other pack backwards. On this occasion, the scrum collapsed, and it was Matt who took the full weight.
1 minute you're playing for England, singing the national anthem, training with the guys, and then the next you find yourself lying in a hospital bed, not being able to even talk or eat anything or drink anything.
The dislocation to Matt's neck was so severe that he spent 17 months in hospital before finally returning home. But while he has come to be dependent on a wheelchair and a ventilator, others have been able to depend on him.
I'd said to my dad that I will be a better person from this, and at that point I don't think I actually believed that, but I think now I'm starting to believe that. Yeah, I'm raising money for my new foundation, which raises money for young injured sports people, and I just think it's such a great cause because I feel very privileged to have had the support that I've received since my accident, and a lot of guys out there don't receive the support that I've received, so I count myself very lucky in that aspect.
His foundation supports many charities, including Special Effect, where video games are being developed for the severely disabled using the eyes only.
He says, I want to help people who are worse off than myself. And as you know, there aren't that many people, and as Matt knows, there aren't that many people, who are worse off than that. But those who are, for those who are, he's a shining example, not only as a model, but also in terms of helping them practically.
It would be understandable if Matt was bitter about the sport of rugby and all that's been taken from him. In fact, he is still in love with the game.
I think there is an initial thing, is life worth living? And I've decided to kind of get busy living, not busy dying.
With his foundation having raised close to $500,000 already this year, and now helping people all over the world with spinal injuries, it seems this is Matt Hampson's time after all. Lee Wellings, Jazeera, Leicestershire.